Racist shit on lock already.
Yeah, I think I'm good at it.
Yeah, they don't need that little grace period. They're like, oh no, we know what to do. Don't worry.
Yeah, they got express lanes.
Express.
We've been picking them up for decades.
Jeez.
Texas Rangers,
Woo.
y'all.
Man.
Oh, shouldn't joke about that. Otherwise, you end up in the re-education camps.
Yeah. Did you guys see that the government was trying to get oh fuck, I'm drawing a blank on the name of the company, but they were trying to get access to AI that would allow them to like create autonomous weapons and also basically create mass surveillance. And
Oh,
then
great.
that combined with them monitoring people who are speaking out against ICE, I was like, oh cool, I'm on the watch list officially. This is going to be a fun rest of my life.
Isn't that Anthropic?
Anthropic, yeah, thank you. I listened to a whole podcast today about it. Jon Stewart has like the weekly show podcast, and it's fucking excellent because he brings on experts from like both sides of the aisle and then a bunch of people who are actually experts in their field and should probably be in positions of power, not people who are wildly unqualified.
What do you mean? There's no one unqualified in the government.
Yeah, you're right. You're totally right. It's not like we have a podcaster for the director of the FBI or a Fox News anchor for the Department of Defense, or I don't even know what the fuck Kristi Noem did before this, but I can tell you she was not qualified.
Probably a
Was a
lobbyist.
governor who... No, she was a governor of South Dakota who bragged about shooting a dog because she sucked at training it.
Yep, I do recall that
Jesus
part.
Christ. Also,
Or then
how
we
you
have Vince
brag about-
McMahon's wife as the head of the Department of Education, which makes complete fucking sense.
Well, she has to be
Almost as good
involved.
as Betsy DeVos.
I mean, she has to be involved somewhere because Vince McMahon is a sexual assault predator and victimizer, so she knows how to operate around them.
Well, that's fair. Yeah, he has created quite the culture around his lifestyle.
His lifestyle of sexual battery. Great.
Nice.
Well, I mean, tried, tested, convicted. So,
I
call him
mean,
and see him.
one thing you got to give this administration credit for is
where's this
lowering the
going?
bar. When Obama was president, like, man, it was fucking hard for somebody to imagine themselves getting the Secretary of Defense job. Like, you had to strive for that shit. Now, man, I'm pretty confident that I at least would not be any worse. I also don't really know what the fuck I'm doing, but I have
in a weird
morals,
way,
so I assume I would do the job better. I don't know.
I've run a Dungeons and Dragons campaign, so I'm pretty organized.
Yeah, it definitely shows type A.
Yeah, next Secretary of Defense, Sean. Dungeons.
Yeah, I mean,
Dragons,
he's led us through
expert.
so many combats. It's the obvious choice.
Sean, former dungeon master.
When I was a
I
kid,
really want that. I want Sean to like be getting sworn in, and under his name on like the news, it just says Sean, former dungeon master.
no. You get sworn in, and you could be sworn in on anything, and it's on the Dungeon Master's Guide.
Oh, that's perfect.
Oh, that is good.
That little banner that ticks underneath will say some shit like silly voices and terrible dice rolls.
He knows good distractions. He could keep people on one side of a river with plenty of fairies for hours.
Yeah. Kylo, what are you doing?
I mean, maybe? Question mark? Catchphrase.
Yeah, buddy, you might get off.
All right,
So when I was a kid, they said I could be anything when I grew up, and I thought, no, that's you got to be a special kind of person to be president. Wish I listened.
right? Before you had to have be an A+
I don't
student
know.
and have good grades and good attendance and do shit in the community. Now I mean,
You just have to be
C-
a pedophile with a
isn't
lot of
doing too
money.
bad. Yeah, you can actually have been the schoolyard bully and gotten just as far.
Yeah, you just got to do shit to the community. That's all.
Funny. I guess we'll start a little recap. I don't know how much longer we should give Logos, but
That started up, so
So the recap this week is actually going to be pretty short and simple. Last session, during the final leg of this Tournament of Kings, you guys entered a portal that took you to a different realm altogether, the realm of the divine realm of dragons. And once you guys arrived, you were tasked with fetching a single gem from this massive treasure hoard. And as the party went to do so, they were assaulted by an ancient blue and black dragon. So the party managed to keep the dragons at bay while also managing to sift through a good portion of this treasure in search of a gem. They located this golden treasure chest, a hefty golden treasure chest, and between the lot of them, they all managed to get themselves, as well as this treasure chest, back through the return portal. And that is kind of where we are now. So you guys have just kind of crash landed on the other side of this return portal. The portal closes behind you, and you guys are left kind of, banged up and befuddled, but on this wooden stage and surrounded by cheering, crazed, townsfolk. Some of them happen to be waving your banners or wearing your merch. And there are 4 other similar stages set up in what seems to be just a crowd of people, a sea of people in every direction. After a moment, Darius, the host of the tournament, kind of calls out. He says, the cult of Aaron will be moving on. And he kind of, on a separate stage, a couple of stages away from you guys, Darius is standing near a small group of Aerokakra. They all seem to be lightly armored. Some of them seemed singed and battered. A couple of them are limping. They clearly have just seen combat. But one of them holds up in its talon a large, sapphire gem that kind of gleams in the sunlight, and the crowd goes fucking wild. As you guys are kind of laying here and coming to, you notice of the 4 stages, eventually all 4 of these portals close, and of the 4 stages, only yours and this cult of Aaron, this tribe of Arakakra people, seem to have made it through. The other portals close, and the Moltavians, these molten rock humanoid people, as well as the Dark Knight, whom you guys kind of encountered in a bar recently, neither of those teams seem to return from this challenge. You see...
Locris is just gonna.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say Locris is going to groan. Oh, and chug a superior healing potion.
Okay, for sure. Darius, kind of accompanied by a handful of officials, makes his way cutting through the crowds up to your guys' stage. And as he does, he calls out to the crowd, "I'm the sons of justice! Return to us!" And the crowd goes fucking wild. They all cheers. They're throwing flowers. They're throwing coppers and silver coins or bouncing off the stage. The crowd goes wild, and Darius holds up his hand and calms them. He says, "All right, show me the gem. You fetched a gem, didn't you?" He kind of looks to the lot of you.
Well, let's find out. And Locris will take the wand of the chime of opening and use it on the chest.
Okay, as you ring the chime, the magical vibrations, and you kind of ripple through the air, and you eventually hear the lock click loudly. The chest is yours.
Locris is laying on the ground. He's still exhausted. One of you are going to have to pop that thing open.
Glader finishes double fisting a 2 greater healing potions, and then he's gonna like pick up the chest and walk over to Blade. She's like, "Think you should do the honors?" And just hold it out for him, like at chest level, so he can open up the chest.
God, you're so strong. I guess I should probably open it. Blade will kind of get himself up and dust himself off a little bit and walk over to the chest and kind of crack it open. Blade's honestly a little nervous. He doesn't think this gem's in here, but he's gonna just pray that it is. Kind of closing his eyes and opening it.
Okay, roll me 1d12.
Oh boy. $12.
Not bad, not bad. So as you crack this rather hefty chest open, like Gladiator is able to bring it over to you, but even somebody sizable like Gladiator struggles to carry this hefty of a chest solo. It's almost not even about how heavy it is, how just kind of awkward it is to grab by both ends. Gladiator manages to bring it to you, and you crack it open, and inside you find a total of 16 separate ivory statues. They're not just any kind of ivory. These are specifically dragon's teeth, and there are 16 separate statues, and they are depicted of various dragons. Like, for instance, the red dragon statue is carved from this dragon tooth ivory, but it is sprinkled throughout with ruby dust and encased with various gems that kind of accentuate this red dragon carving on this tooth. And it's that way with the green dragon and emeralds, and it's that with it's like powdered silver and gold and platinum with the metallic dragons. And there are just like I said, 16 of these beautiful dragon's teeth statues, each intricately made, almost maybe to like a specific dragon, whose name is like lost to time or maybe only known to dragon folk. But as you rummage through this chest, aside from these ivories, something you do recognize: a jagged, pulsing purple crystal, one that you would know to be like the anchor crystals you guys have been chasing.
Oh, that's way more worth than a a gem. Blade's gonna, I guess, pull it out and kind of show it to the group.
As you pull it out and show it off, Darius looks over and, "That looks like a semi-precious stone to me. Hell! And he throws his hand up, and the crowd cheers. He's like, and the sands of justice as well. Moving on. He steps out onto the stage further and beckons to the whole crowd, his voice amplified and carries over, basically the entire visible countryside. And he calls out, now that the challenge is done, at dawn, or at sunset, when the sun hits the horizon, tonight, wizards all over Tirna, but not just Tirna, Daanal Wisech will open portals all the way to the king's courtyard in the king's city. And there we will commence this ceremony and have this be done with. New governance is on the horizon by tomorrow morn. And everyone kind of cheers at his proclamation, and then he kind of goes to break down, like, he basically says, the wizards are going to set up a few portals. It looks like there's going to be a portal in several different towns across the country, and they're all going to bring you guys to the king's quarters, or the king's courtyard, rather, in the capital.
Play dear, smash that damn thing.
Yeah, I pass it to Gladier.
All right, Gladier's gonna kind of take the gem in one hand and his sword in the other, and just kind of like weigh it, getting like a baseball stance, and then just lightly toss the gem in the air, and then just like a horizontal strike as it falls down, slice through this gem with his khopesh.
Okay, yeah, give me an attack roll as you just lob this sucker and give yourself an easy shot.
That's fair. All right, attack action. Khopesh of the prism plus 15. Jesus, rolled shit, but I have a plus 15, so it's an 18.
Oh, that hits for sure.
All right. Yeah, so he just fucking just shatters through it. Nice follow through. Dramatically puts his sword away, and then he's gonna grab Blade and lift him up and put him on his shoulder, and just be like, "All right, I think it's about time we go celebrate for moving on to another round."
Oh yes, that sounds more my speed. As I'm tapping him on the shoulder.
All right, guys, do we? I don't know, just head back to the. Do we have a? Did we rent a room here? It's been out of character. It's been a fucking minute, so I can't remember if we had a place we were staying or not.
You've basically got options. You guys have magical transportation that you guys have been using, but also, you've stopped in at Blade's family home once. That's still an option, I believe.
That's right.
The wagons are just outside the city. Where you guys have been traveling with them. That's an option. You guys also have the. There's a local tavern that Blade like to frequent that is kind of open to servicing you guys.
We also have Blade's magical mansion, or like if we just put Blade in front of anybody that's renting rooms at this point with the hype, it's like being an influencer. Like he could stay there for free as long as he reps the place.
Or we could just have a giant party in a Blade's Magical Mansion.
Well, I think we should stay with Blade's parents so we can watch mommy and daddy dote all over him, how they're proud of their big boy.
But then they'd have to be in the same room.
Yeah, she's very unpleasant.
Yeah, she's not the nicest.
Unless she's drunk.
She's also very lonely, Gladier.
Lois, calm down. You're about to be a father.
He's got you there.
Logus like eye twitches as he looks down at his bracelet and realizes the error of his ways.
All right, well, I'm good with whatever we want to do. Jesus, I'm so sorry. That was probably so loud.
You just smack your teeth into the mic, or what was that?
No, I'm eating, and my hand was on the bowl, and I lifted, but I got stuck. My fingers stuck to the side of the bowl, so it like wobbled, and yeah, it was very loud.
How
My bad.
unprofessional.
So as you guys kind of stand on this stage, kind of gather our senses around you, the crowd kind of cheers you on. You know, there's moist celebrating everywhere, and eventually Albust does fight his way to the front of the crowd. He's like, "You guys gotta move! What? All right!" And he finally makes his way up to the stage, like, "Ah, oh, hey guys, once again, I'm sold out of merch. It's rough in the streets out there." And he's kind of panting for breath as he's kind of covered in sweat, and he looks disheveled.
Oh, you've been making some sales, Albus.
He just kind of gestures to the crowd, and you see like a lot of your guys' banners and hoodies. Strangely enough, eye patches seem to become hot. You see blankets, you see flags. It's all representing the sands of justice.
Do we get a cut of the money you made, Albus?
Is that really going to be your first question for the man that's been repping us hardcore since the start of this tournament? I mean, look, and Renwick honestly is just like looking at the crowd and like gesturing to all the people wearing eye patches now that he has this new weird like kraken eye.
I almost died today. I'm just asking.
We've almost died nearly every day. It should be pretty commonplace at this point.
Albus smiles and he's like, boys, the answer to your question is, of course. And he pulls out a couple of leather pouches, tosses one to each of you, and it contains 100 gold pieces.
Oh, thank you. Logus is actually going to cast Heal on himself at 7th level.
Ooh, very nice. All right. What is that? How much? What's the total dice roll there?
There's no dice. I just heal for 80.
Oh, damn! Very nice. That's a handy one to have.
Could I?
Well,
I guess Blade, like kind of before we do anything, I'm kind of like looking at this chest that we have full of all the dragon kind of statues in it, and I guess Blade will be like, well, we may as well bring it along, and I'll throw the I think I'm gonna just throw down the portable hole and see if I can get Gladiator to just help me roll it into it.
Oh
Or,
yeah, no
roll the
problem.
chest.
I guess we can figure that out later. I was just thinking later might want. I think that'd be kind of cool to have a little golden dragon tooth statue, but for now it's time to celebrate. So yeah, he's
Yeah.
just gonna drop the chest into the hole.
Blade will throw one out to you, and then throw it back in.
Hell yeah! So like, never mind. We'll talk about it later. Yeah. So are you
Okay.
guys ready to go drink for free? Probably somewhere because of Blade.
Buddy, if they charge us at this point, I've got a satchel full of like Fey everything, and he kind of like pats the bag of holding because we haven't. Like I was just looking at our loot pool. We have a lot of shit. We haven't done a shopping episode in a while, so we have quite a bit of random things to sell. But we have 5 bottles of Fey wine. 2 are honey flavored. 2 bottles of Fey whiskey. 6 bottles of Fey vodka. 3 bottles of champagne. A pony keg of honey mead. A bottle of honeyed moonshine. And 10 pouches of honey flavored tobacco. And we also have matching shot glasses and champagne flutes that are all Fey made. So we're ready to party. And if they're gonna charge
God
us, then we're
damn.
drinking free.
Let's fuck this
'Cause
town up.
I've been trying to bribe people with this shit constantly, and we had so much of it to begin with that like we just haven't ran out yet.
That's wild.
I don't remember getting any of that.
We really should host our own party at fucking the Magic Mansion. I don't know if there's a limit to how many people Blade can bring in, but we could
It's
blow this shit
unlimited,
up.
but he would have to act as the doorman and bouncer because it has to be people he allows in.
I get it.
Did he
Well, he is
just
the
allow
host.
everyone? Can he just like mass open
You
it?
allow
Yes,
just anyone to walk in.
Yeah, man, it's
that's
got to
the
be
fair part.
VIP at this point. I mean, we're kind of hot shit right now. It's down to 2 teams in the tournament, and we're one of them. So, also, did we ever figure out like the hammer got knocked out, but what happened after that? Like, is he still hanging around, or did he just like fuck off back to the homeland?
I thought he was killed.
I thought he was killed too.
He killed a bunch of people.
Yeah,
He
the
killed the
hammer
blue
hit,
hand.
but they went in and nothing happened after that. So we don't know what happened and where he is or what's going on that I'm aware of.
Fair enough. Just because that guy kind of has our number, I definitely want to like use some downtime to kind of look into that and just make sure he's fucking dead. And if
Yeah,
he's
Gregor
not,
would
I'd
help
like
you
to
with
know where
that.
he's at. But that also could be a scrying spell, which I think we have access to through Locris or somebody in the party at this point.
Lotus, don't you have Scry? Or is it Blade? No, Lotus.
Somebody
Yeah,
has scrying.
Not me.
I can
I
scry.
think Lotus.
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe.
Logus has the spell, and I have the cauldron that allows me to cast Scry.
that's right.
Oh, okay, there we go. So yeah, maybe we check in on our enemies just to make sure that like they might have been knocked out, but they might not be dead, and that might come back to bite us. At least with the hammer. Everybody else was pretty neutral from what I could gather, but
Yeah, the hammer might have it out for us just a little bit.
you know, we kind of killed his mom and overthrew his government, but
Yeah, but he was a piece of shit.
He sucked dick.
yeah.
Um, what happened? What happened to those ant people or the bug people?
Oh yeah, what happened to the bug
Yeah, they got
people?
knocked out too. I really that seemed like it was its own side plot. I was really curious about that.
Sean, do we know what happened to the ant people?
Give me an investigation check. We'll say you guys got 3 or 4
Oh,
hours till
boy.
sundown, so you have a bit. You have like an afternoon to burn before anything official. Ren?
That's 20
Nope.
to 29.
Oh damn. Okay.
See. Investigation. Playing on my phone right now, so I'm trying to can't remember what. Oh, there it is. I'm using the D&D Beyond app, so trying to find all my stuff is different. Holy shit! I rolled a 25.
Oh, nice. Okay, perfect. With you guys,
It's better than the rogue.
with your guys' obnoxiously high rolls, I'll tell you exactly what happened. Okay, so it seems as you kind of just ask around, scatter around to people who may know what's up. You find out 2 things. You find out that the hammer was detained by the Copper Fist, as they are kind of like bounty / enforcers for the realm, outside of city guards and stuff like that. And he fought to the bitter end, And after all of his men had been slain and he had been cornered, and though he had fought valiantly, they were upon him. And before they could land a killing blow, he proclaimed that the Dark God was on his way and he would have his vengeance. And then drank a potion that essentially melted his entire person. He went out, Suicide Pact style. Aside from the ant folk that they had got into an altercation as well. It appears that there was too much of a breakdown in the communication, and they got in a fight with the Copper Hand or the Copper Fist. An altercation that led to blows, and they were actually detained. They are still around, however, they have been taken to the dungeons.
So Blade,
Uh,
right now I'm thinking it's really good we made nice with the copper crap and track you down.
Wait,
yeah,
what?
that probably would have ended bad.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I think
So,
at some point, doesn't have to be right now, but at some point between now and the next challenge, Glader would want to track down the Copper Fist and see if he could somehow, whether it's financially or some other reason, procure the hammer's hammer.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check as you kind of make your way about doing that.
I don't, hopefully, it's as good as the last one. 6. A natural 20. God, why have I not been using D&D Beyond app this whole time to roll my dice? Sorry, so it's a natural 20 for 26.
Very nice, very nice. So you eventually, the Copper Fist aren't hard to find. They have essentially this sort of uniform, all copper. Go figure. But you follow them throughout the city and back to what appears to be like a crime scene. As you kind of walk up to it, several guards have kind of set up a perimeter. Due to your guys' status in the city, they let you pass. But beyond this perimeter of guards is just dozens of dead bodies that have been covered in a white sheet. And you see, the ground is stained blood red, and it is a bit sticky in places. But you see a dozen bodies, maybe even a couple dozen bodies strewn about. And as you make your way towards kind of the center, there is a puddle of like green glowing goo, and within it is it looks like a partially decomposing skull and a partially decomposing hammer as well. But that is all that is left of the silver hammer.
All right. Gross. But Glitter would go up and just salvage what he can. Like, how much of the hammer is left? Like, is it? Because I'm assuming it was like a large war hammer, like big shaft, and then the hammer on the end,
I would
like two-handed
say,
kind of thing.
I
Or
would
was it a smaller, like Thor's hammer?
it was definitely a warhammer for sure. Kind of,
Okay.
kind of Thor's hammer, but not extended stick. But yeah, so you gauging this weapon, even though it's enchanted, whatever this material is that he has become has adversely affected this weapon. You could potentially recover this weapon to its former glory of a +3 mace. However, currently in its current, half decomposed state, it is only a +1 mace. But yeah, as you come upon it, not only is it enchanted and partially eaten away by this acid, it's for sure 100% silver. You get the sense that, by being close to it.
Okay, gotcha. Um, yeah, he was kind of getting it for, I don't know, I guess closure slash weird sentimental reasons. So he's not gonna try and uh salvage it or anything. He's just gonna like toss a cloak over it to hopefully protect as much of himself as he can from actually touching the silver, and then just kind of like scoop it up and just throw it in his pack.
Okay, for sure. And stat wise, it'll be a +1 warhammer.
Okay, sweet. Thank you, sir. And that's all I really want to do with any downtime. So that probably could have happened whenever, but I'm assuming we're all going to party now.
If Locris was able to go with Gladier, he would have used Mage Hand to pick up the skull and rinse it off to pack away.
Well, yeah, I would have enjoyed the company.
Yeah, I mean, if you would like to use Mage Hand to take the skull, I would say it's not even really like a full skull at this point. It's more like the Phantom of the Opera mask style. Like you have like a portion of a skull, but it's definitely not a full skull.
Somehow I feel like that's better for Locris. More ominous.
So as your fans kind of are held at bay by the guards as you guys are kind of doing your thing, but yeah, they throng you everywhere you go. You're being high-fived and handed ales and asked to sign parchments and babies and chests. You guys are just kind of yeah, there's no end in sight. There's just a sea of people in every direction, and they are all fucking stoked about your guys' victory and about me maybe being, within arm's distance of future ruling bodies of Tirna. Like, the crowd's electric. So yeah, with a couple of hours, is there anything in particular you guys would like to do before sunset, before these wizards start casting these grand portals and mass teleporting people across the land to the king's castle for this ceremony? Couple hours of downtime. What do you guys want to do? Anything in particular?
So what Gladier told Logus kind of struck him true. So he wants to go see if he can find a toy maker in the city and maybe get a custom toy like Teddy built for his unborn child.
Oh yeah, it's not difficult at all. Not only could you find like a local toy maker or two, but because of the festival and the festivities of the tournament, there are street vendors that are just packed with things like small trinkets or teddy bears or various toys or carvings, etc.
Logus, would you have mentioned this is what you were doing to Glader or the group?
Yes. Oh man, I'm not being secretive.
Oh yeah, yeah. Glader would sheepishly follow along because he realized his pointed comment could also be directed at himself.
Gladier, I mean, I don't want to cast aspersions about your girl. I mean, wasn't there some confusion about who the father was on your
Yeah,
end?
I mean, we don't exactly know, but I mean, I feel like it's going to be pretty easy to figure out. Once. Yeah.
This, buddy, it'd be kind of, I don't know. There's something sad about making a toy and then it's not yours, and and then you still have the toy. Yeah, it's
And then
just,
I'll just give it to yours, and I'll be the fun uncle.
what are you gonna make it? What kind of toy is it?
Uh, I'll give it a little. See if they have a stuffed beholder. Those are fun to float around with little kids, all the eyes and stuff.
Kind of scary, dude.
No, it'll be a children's toy version, so it'll be all cute and shit. I don't know.
You-
We'll see what
You're,
they have.
you're planning to give your son a stuffed beholder.
I mean, it's not going to be like some creepy little miniature figurine that's blood dripping from its mouth or anything. It's going to be like a God. They don't have cartoons in this world. I was going to say cartoony version, but I was like, don't think
Imagine they
cartoon
have like
cartoon.
comics.
Yeah, it's going to be like a caricature, like a funny looking cutesy version of the beholder.
Speaking, have you spoken to your possible baby mama?
Not in a little while. That
Uh,
is
Between you and me, I mean, I can scry on her if you want me to. I mean, see what she's doing.
I got the message send and spell, send and stone thing. So I'll check in on her later tonight and see how she's doing.
Let's go see what kind of toys they have. Lady, don't get my son a beholder.
All right, fine, whatever.
So, yeah, you guys make your way down to so a couple of local vendors have various toys and knickknacks the kids are going wild for. Yeah, you find a wide variety of plushies and stuffed animals and stuffed teddy bears, etc. I'm gonna make a roll here. Two for evens, so I'm gonna say there is a stuffed plushie beholder as well.
Is it scary looking?
Yes.
I'm gonna leave that up to the dice too. Odds no, evens yes.
No, it has googly eyes.
That is a 13, so no, it's actually pretty cute.
Hell yeah. Later buys the cute stuff beholder.
You buy it from this, a particularly shifty-eyed individual. He can't seem to look you in the eye, but and he's got a beady mustache. But he's happy to sell you children's toys.
Fuck
This
is that
just
guy's
feels
problem?
weird. Yeah, what the fuck?
Insight check on that
Yeah,
weirdo.
let's check this fucker.
Wait,
Did he
also
take it from his? Go ahead.
is there a stuffed hawk or eagle of sorts?
Yeah, we'll say there's a wide variety of stuffed birds.
All right, Glader would try to find the one that most closely resembles Logus's hawk, and then he's going to give it to Logus for
Like
his, no
like
for
a
like
stuffed
for
bird or taxidermy?
no. I'm talking like toy bird, not a
Oh.
Jeez,
Taxidermy eagle. Jesus
that would be
Christ.
more
Hawk.
morbid.
These are like inconsequential purchase. These are like 2 copper each, so you could buy several if you wanted.
Oh yeah. So yeah, Glader will get the beholder, and then he'll find one that looks most like Tony Hawk, and say, "All right, Lois here, just give this to your kid. You can say it's for me if you want. I don't know. I don't know what to do. A new experience for me. Here you go."
Logus
And he's
is
just gonna throw it at him and walk away.
Logus like looks at the little hawk and fucking a wave of like realism. Holy shit! What the? What happened to Tony Hawk?
I
Did
do.
you really just ask the guy with the lowest perception where the fuck your hawk is after like
I
God
was,
knows how long?
I was kind of speaking out loud, but hoping Gladier might remember.
Yeah. I can't even remember the last time we saw good old Tony.
Was that your
Yeah, I got
mom's?
nothing.
And then we went through, and then you stopped talking about Tony at any point.
I last saw her at your parents' house. Oh, at my mom's.
Yeah.
No, because
Sean.
he used Tony after the. Oh wait, no, you wild shaped to spy on the people. You didn't use Tony. Yeah, I got no fucking clue.
I sent
Or
Tony to
fucking.
watch your girl, didn't I?
Oh
Or I
yeah,
sent Tony to spy on you while you were fucking
yeah.
boning. Sean, is it just safe to
What?
assume that Tony's been following me this whole time?
I mean, even with your ungodly passive perception, it has been a couple of days since you've seen Tony.
Well,
God
now
damn
you get a
it.
stuffed toy to remember him by.
Her, first of all.
Hurt. My bad.
Uh, I got it. Okay, I got to take care of that later. All right, thanks for the hawk, and I'll just put it in my bag. Um, is there any? I know Alvis has been pushing some merch. Is there any like Sands of Justice elf toys?
Let me. I'll say there's like these like crudely made like baby dolls that just kind of have like maybe a Sands of Justice logo trimmed from maybe a flag or something kind of stitched into it. You know. But there are a lot of them. You could tell right away what is Albust's steady hand work and what is like somebody's custom job.
Should have commissioned Albus to do this. In hindsight, Gladiator, how long are we gonna be here?
I mean, I just wanted to get a toy, and then I'm ready. I think we're drinking tonight. I don't know. We're celebrating our victory. So I mean, oh God, DM in the sky. What time is it approximately?
It's like mid afternoon. It's probably 2 or 3 p.m. at this point, and you guys have 2 or 3 hours to burn before the portals open up and take everyone to the king's castle.
Yeah, we should probably start heading back to meet up with the rest of the group.
I had an idea, and I guess Albus would be the one to talk to. So, all right, let's head back.
Alrighty.
I'll be looking up in the sky as I go, kind of like whistling, holding out a piece of meat, seeing as I'm like walking back to the camp or meeting the others.
Give me a handle animal check as you make your way back to camp.
That's bad. 14 total.
As you kind of go through the city, kind of hollering and whistling for your bird, no response.
Hey, dude, did you eat my bird? And you're giving me this toy to. That's a way to say sorry.
Oh, I didn't eat your damn bird.
All right. I just have to ask. You never know with the lizard types, dragon types.
I find that very offensive.
kind of you never know with your cat.
The Gladiator just keeps walking and shaking his head.
I cast modify memory to make Gladiator forget that.
Wait. Are you actually?
No, I don't have access to that. So I totally would though. 'Cause
Amazing.
We'll let it slide because you're from Texas and everything seems to be racist here down there. So, you know.
you're not lying.
So, as you guys kind of, is there anything in particular you guys would like to pick up or drop off from like any markets or anything? You guys have like a brief few hours to, have a couple of drinks and definitely get a meal, etc. But is there anything in particular that you guys wanted to do specifically prior to moving on?
One
I
last,
sent you a DM.
I just wanted
Okay,
to
cool.
commission Albus to make a like a caricature of Logus toy for my son. That was it. Like with the Sands of Justice symbol, kind of commemorating this moment. And I'd pay him, do high quality work.
Yeah, okay. So, sorry, kind of moving a lot of pieces here. So you want to, what did you have in mind specifically for Albus' commission?
Just kind of like a elf kind of teddy kind of plushy thing with the Sands of Justice, maybe a little like bow on his back, and uh I'll include just like a little miniature plushy Logus, pretty much.
Okay, yeah. You get back with Albus, and he like once you kind of tell him what you want, he gets like a little sketch going, and shows it to you, kind of depicting more or less what you were thinking. And he's like, he takes it serious, like takes it like a mission. He salutes you. He's like, I'm getting on this right now. I'll have it. Give me 2 hours. I got this. And he runs off and starts, digging through various, fabrics and stitching, etc.
Logus use the highest quality of fabrics ingredients, and if you must go get some, and I'll toss him like 20 gold. If you need more, just let me know.
This will work fine. And he runs out and takes off towards the market. So I will say, there is still like this wild festival like atmosphere. There's food being grilled in the streets. All of the inns and taverns are packed. There is the markets are just thrumming with people coming and going. So if there is anything in particular you guys wanted to pick up or drop off, now would be a good time. This is the point in the video game where it's like, Patink, are you sure you want to continue? Yeah. Make sure your game's saved.
All right.
Well, in that
shopping.
case, we do have a bunch of shit we can offload from the loot pool. So if this is the final push, do you guys want to just like dump all of our shit? We can keep all the miscellaneous shit, like the fine pouches of tobacco and the stuff that like we don't need to negotiate. But we have a bunch of like Yuan-Ti shit. We have some mithril half plate. We've got the 16 dragon teeth statues and some like odds and ends. So we could do a final push on what we're selling if we want to stock up on like potions or scrolls. I honestly don't know if we're gonna find any more upgraded gear. We're all pretty fucking stacked at this point. So we can keep that fairly expedited. Sean, if it's easier, I could always shoot you a list of shit and you can get back to me with how much gold you think it's all worth.
Okay, yeah, like whatever works. I'm just gonna go with whatever the standard PHB or DMG price says for it. So
Yeah, I'll shoot you a list, and then if you want to like I guess if anybody wants to argue or barter for like what percentage of a price we're gonna get, you can take that up with Sean. But I'll compile a list. I'll save us a couple bottles of everything, but I think we should get rid of a fair amount of stuff and just offload it and split it evenly. Try to make it as as easy as possible so we don't drag this out much. But I'll shoot you a list here in a minute. Let me compile it.
Okay, and we'll say for the sake of brevity, the gold chest you guys smuggled out of the realm of dragons. The gold chest itself is large and mostly made of solid gold. So the chest itself is worth 20,000 gold pieces alone, and each statue is worth 2,500 gold pieces. So make sure to toss that in with your math as well. Let's get it all rolling.
I hide the portable hole.
How much did you say each of those statuettes were worth?
2,500.
Yeah,
Oh,
2,500
fuck's sake, there were
each.
16 of them?
Correct.
I'm rich. I
You
have so
always
much
cast
gold.
identify real quick or something to make sure none of them were magical.
Yeah, if you're willing to burn an identify spell, it would appear, or a detect magic spell even, it would appear that while finely made, none of them seem to have any magical properties. So yeah, between the dragon tooth statue and let's see, oh, and the chest were being worth 20,000 itself, so that's 60K right there. I'm gonna say we could do a simple price on most of the weaponry, the component pouch, the pauldrons, the glaive, yada yada. We'll do that. Okay, sorry, I'm doing some rough math in my head real quick. Looks like an extra 1,000 there, and then we'll do so 21. Call it 24. 25. 50. We'll call it another 2,600 for all of the gear you just sent me in that little splurb there.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
So, with this list that you've sent me, we're going to do 2,000. Okay, so 22,600. So, it would be 62,600 gold pieces, right?
Yeah, that's what she said.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
For everything.
And that's with keeping one of each type of liquor and selling everything else, yeah?
Sounds good to me, yep.
Sick. Yeah. That's fine by me.
So as you guys kind of make your way through the market, selling in various goods, keep in mind, regular healing potions, standard healing potions are 50, greater healing potions are 500, but superior healing potions are now 1,000, and you have access to a dozen of each should you decide to purchase them. Also, scrolls and potions galore are out there Anything you just times the level by 1,000. So first level scrolls are $1,000, second level scrolls are $2,000. You can get anything up to fourth level in any spell slot, whether it's wizard or bard or sorcerer or cleric, etc.
And it's how much per spell slot?
Spell slot times 1,000. So if you're getting a fourth level spell scroll, it will cost you 4,000 gold pieces.
And you said any wizard spell at any level?
Nothing above fourth level, but any spell category. It can be wizard, it could be druid, it could be cleric, whichever you prefer. But nothing above fourth level.
Are we still level 17?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But you said nothing above fourth?
Correct. Fourth is
Okay.
the highest level option they have.
Okay.
Can Blade talk to? I guess maybe like when Darius was around, like maybe about. I kind of want to find a place that has some maybe it's like baubles and trinkets and stuff like knickknacks, magical knickknacks. So maybe I would have asked Darius if there was a place that was especially known for carrying such strange things and kind of obscure items.
He would be able to tell you that there's every once in a while certain stalls in the market come up handy with a rare or unusual item, but a lot of the times in these festival types, it's like the traveling gypsies and whatnot. They tend to also pack peculiar items. But yeah, he easily points you in the direction of one such stall. A traveling wagon with a bearded gypsy woman who kind of she seems to notice you coming before you even get there. What can I do for you? What are you looking for?
Well, I'm not looking for anything in particular, but just kind of looking around to see if there was anything of, I don't know, use around here. Some interesting magical things, perhaps. I don't know if you've got any such things.
She smiles and nods. She takes a box from underneath her little counter and opens it, and there's a handful of knickknacks in it. She shows it to you. There's a set of dice. It looks like 3 dice kind of bound together by a small cord. There's a couple of different rings, and it looks like a set of fake teeth. So 2 rings, a set of dice, and a set of fake teeth. She gestures this to you. Any of these strike your fancy?
I mean, the dice are interesting, and I mean, I always love rings, but I don't think I've seen teeth before as an accessory. What are those about?
She takes them off, or takes them out of the box, pops them into her face, and this gypsy woman immediately becomes an old man within the snap of a finger and the flash of an eye, an instant. She is now an old man with a crinkled, wrinkly face, wearing spectacles, holding a cane, dressed, modestly, as he leans forward and says, "Oh, is that all, Sonny?" And He reaches into his mouth and pulls the teeth back out. And it is once again the beautiful gypsy lady as she sets them back into the box.
This turns you into an old man, or is it like whatever you wish? What magic is this?
Always the old man. She points to the teeth.
May I, like, gesturing to see if I can try him?
Yeah, for sure.
Blade will maybe like take like his coat and kind of like wipe off the if she was her spit or whatever it's on it, and then plop him in.
Yeah, after you kind of give him a good cleaning and plop him in, as the disguise self spell, but you're the old man. You transform into the man you saw her become, and she kind of shows you in a nearby mirror. You're modestly dressed, and you have a particular look about you. Bald on top, but graying kind of and long in the back, long enough to need a ponytail. So, kind of hunched over, wielding a cane.
Do I feel like crippled, or is it just like is it just an illusion spell?
It's fully just an illusion spell.
Ooh.
I was going to.
Well, these are quite nice. And Blade will kind of look over at the rings as well. He'll hold them because he likes kind of the thought of being able to shapeshift or like shift like this.
She says,
Maybe see.
the rings, one of them turns you invisible for a little bit, a minute or two every day. The other, truth serum. You can't tell a lie while it's on your hand.
Ooh, my goodness! This is He'll grab the ring too and look and be like, and what's the dice do?
They're lucky dice. Rumor has it they keep you safe no matter where you go or how you go about going there. Anytime you feel unsafe, you give these dice a roll and they protect you.
Interesting. Um, can I like investigate it further, or
Yeah, go ahead and give
is,
me an investigation or an arcana check.
yeah, the same? What the fuck did I just open my chat up to? All right, investigation or arcana. Oh man, I cannot unsee that picture now. Okay, arcana for 21.
Okay, so these dice, once per day, can be rolled, and that gives you, rolling these dice gives you a +1 to your armor class for 10 minutes. However,
Oh, that's sick.
they can only be used once per long rest, and after a long rest, it takes 10 gold pieces worth of incense to perform the ceremony needed to recharge the dice.
Okay, that seems reasonable. Blade will take those dice as well and look at the gypsy here and just be like, so can you cut me a deal if I take the 3 of these?
I'd like to get 1,000 apiece out of each of them, and since I saw you come out of that portal with literally a giant treasure chest full of loot. I'm gonna say, how about 12 for each of them?
Oh, 12. Oh, that's rough. You know what? Fuck it. Fine. Throw in some incense and I'll be good.
All right. She bundles you 30 gold pieces worth of incense as well.
Sweet. Whatever. I don't care at this point.
Fuck yeah.
You've got a good point.
She bundles it up and says, "Pleasure doing business with you, Your Majesty." Oh, is it too soon? She kind of giggles as she takes your coin and dispenses items.
Blade will just kind of grin and take the items and say, "Till next time."
All right. Okay. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Excellent. No.
You're gonna get two
Oh wait,
scrolls of
yeah.
find.
Say that one more
No,
time.
you go ahead.
I was just getting 2 scrolls of Earthbind.
Earthbind. Got it.
I'm gonna pick up a scroll of gravity sinkhole and locate creature.
Excellent.
I'm going to get a scroll of Wall of Fire. It's 4th level, so 4,000. And a how much you said the superior health potions were 1,000 each as well?
Correct.
Alright, so how much gold do I have? God damn it, stupid app. Alright, so
2 of those
there's
also.
4,000 for the spell. And I'll get let's say 6 superior health potions. So 10,000 gold total for the spell scroll and the 6 superior. That'll be 10,000.
All right. Yeah, for sure.
Just in case. And then I am good.
All right. So as the crowds continue to, rage and chant and pulse in and out, you guys kind of get pulled this way and that by the various crowds. And, you guys are handed pretty much any drink you want to drink or any food you want to eat from any stall or any business in the city. People are just happy to have somebody that's so like wildly famous around. They, you're like I said, you're just thronged with people everywhere you go. So, after hours of this and kind of mulling around doing some shopping in the big various markets of the Port Noble city, the sun begins to set, and kind of in 2 or 3 different locations, but centrally located in places like town squares and near the city gates, etc. Several small crews of wizards seem to gather round, each of them identified as members of the Blue Hand. They all wear their blue scarves and their blue robes. And in 3 separate locations these massive portals, these archways to another land just kind of erupt. And about 5 mages per archway. They all seem to be sharing the burden of meditation to keep the portals open. And, various tournament admin and even people like Darius himself kind of begin directing traffic. This way, this way. And crowds of people begin flocking to these portals, and they're huge portals. They're like, they're picture like a half moon kind of style portal on the ground, but 20 feet at the arch. Like these portals are allowing dozens of people to pass through at a time. Entire like horses and wagons and things. Like the ceremonies begin shortly, and you see much of the population in this town begins making neat little lines and making their ways to these portals and through them.
All right, boys, let's move our asses.
Right there with you.
We valiantly march through one of the portals.
Okay, as all of you guys together go through one of these portals, the scene immediately changes. You go from this like warm, temperate coastal climate to a little bit less so. The cool air as the sun sets is kind of coming in. It's definitely autumn here versus like an eternal spring on the coast. And as you guys kind of usher through the portals, you find yourselves in the king's city. This like massive city. It's easily the biggest city that any of you guys have ever visited in Daanal, Wisech. And millions of people, millions strong. And you are just outside like the secondary gate. Like you're within the city gate, but you're not within the gate of like the king's keep. And people just seem to be, there looks to be several portals open in like a perimeter around the castle, and people are flocking in from, you can imagine all sorts of places, all over Tirna, all over Daanal, Wisech, etc. So as these people are kind of flowing in and into this space, you guys see this massive towering castle. And one other thing that you notice is the full moon in the sky, except for it seems to be two full moons in the sky on this night. I'm going to say everybody go ahead and give me a history check, but Locris can do it with advantage. No, don't tell me I was muted during that whole spiel. I will freak out. No, I'm just kidding.
No. Dirty 20.
Wait, what'd you say?
Logan's got a 16 history.
I got a 3. I am not a smart man.
History?
Correct. What'd you get?
I'm not smart.
So Blade and Gladier are kind of just taken just off. What did Renwick score? What was your roll?
I'm sorry, I think I missed the roll. What was it?
History check.
Oh, history check. Yeah, I did miss that. Totally my bad. I was trying to keep track of a bunch of shit in the notes. 15.
Okay, so Gladier and Blade, they're totally blindsided by this moment. They look up at this majestic castle that it's got, a dozen towering spires. It looks like something right out of a fairy tale. But the rest of you, something clicks. As you're looking at this castle, you think, hey, I've seen this before. And you guys all think back to that moment in the Feywild where Locris was messing with a tapestry that revealed the future. And you recognize it. This castle. And just as you recognize this castle being the same one in the tapestry that was destroyed and sent your party hurling everywhere in various directions, it happens. One of these moons streaks across the sky with such speed and force, it collides into the center of this castle, hitting the ground and just ripples force in all directions. The crowds are sent flying. The castle around it crumbles as if it was a child's plaything. The castle comes crumbling down. The force shockwave blasts outwards and just cripples all of the nearly all the surrounding infrastructure. All of the walls toppled. All of the crowds that have assembled near these walls during that point get smashed and brought down. And each of you guys, just being in this proximity, are thrown backwards from where you were. We'll say prior to this event, you guys definitely had a short rest. So don't be shy to roll some heals real quick. But at this point, as this second moon just collides with this castle and sends a shockwave that disrupts everything in the nearby vicinity, you guys are thrown outward away from this castle and into darkness. Everybody in the party takes 90 points of force damage. So,
You did say we got a short rest, right?
yeah, we'll count your downtime after fighting the dragons as
I
a
think
short
so.
rest for sure. So roll to
During-
heal up before you lose that 90 hit points.
During the short rest, Locris would have did inspiring the leader to refill the 10th hit points for 17.
Okay, excellent. You definitely had a pep talk from Locris about how you guys whoop dragon ass. So, as you guys are blown outward and into darkness, taking this huge bit of damage, there is like almost like a tickle in the back of your mind. And as each and every single one of you slowly comes back to consciousness, provided you're not dead from 90 points of damage, as you return to consciousness, you're far away from where you were. The entire party is standing on a nearby hill outside of the king's city. And you see from this distance a large, almost like pearl, hovers where the king's castle used to be. Ruins and wreckage all around it. And as you guys kind of stare, you also see nearby flora and fauna, seemingly frozen in time and space. Birds flying in the opposite direction, just kind of hovering in the air. And as you guys are kind of looking about, confused, Zeriotal kind of steps forward, manifesting out of the mist. And says, everything I've worked for over the last 1,000 years, climbing rank in the academia of the realm of divinity, the divine realm of dragons. I'm trading it all right now. I've grown to love this place, and the last 1,000 years of my career mean naught if it is destroyed. Those in my divine realm will be upset at what I have done, but this is the only way to give you guys a chance. He kind of looks back at this giant orb that is, kind of hovering where this castle used to be. Says, you can't beat him here and now, not yet. You have to get that last anchor crystal, or it's a fruitless effort. I can provide the way, but what you do when you enter the Nine Hells is completely up to you. Time's different there. I can stop time here shortly. He gestures around the general area. He says, but a couple of weeks in the Nine Hells is maybe a fraction of a second here. So you should be able to accomplish your task and perhaps come back for one more. He points to the orb. That is the Star of Nerul. It is his own private demi-plane. One, thankfully, he does not always have full control over its navigation, but nonetheless, good luck on your ventures. Without that last anchor crystal, there's little to no hope. He waves his hand, and a secondary portal opens. One seeming to be made of fire on the edges, and it sucks in the fire like a vortex. Zeriotel kind of shrugs. I can get you to the Nine Hells, but to kill a god, maybe ask some of the demons while you're down there.
Yeah. By the way, two of your buddies tried to kill us earlier today.
Yeah, now might not necessarily be the time, but I'd definitely like to speak about that at some point.
Well, you are now looking at probably. I'm going to get demoted so hard for this when I return that I will be, Bruce. I'll be sweeping their layers and delivering their mail if I'm lucky.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with delivering mail. It's an honorable job.
For mortals, maybe. He kind of, he says a few words, kind of basically blessing you guys. He says, I don't know what else I can do aside from buy you a little time.
Locris will pull out a copper coin he has and toss it to Zeriodal, remembering that he likes copper. Well, we got nothing to do but go through. We don't have much time. Before we go, though, and Locris is going to pull out a little cape pin, like brooch type deal, and hand it to Gladier. And this was the skull of Hammer, bearing your family's symbols. The ultimate disrespect to his ass, to show that now he must bear the mark forever.
I think Glaider's gonna kind of gingerly take it in his hands and kind of look at it and look back at Locris and look at it again, and his eyes get a little water, and he just like nods and puts a hand on his shoulder. Thank you, friend. You know, it's a little morbid, but all the same, it means a lot. And thank you for everything. and he just kind of tucks the little, or no, they have pins it to. Yeah, he's got like a little, not tabard, but jerkin like over. Oh no, he's got his cape. Yeah, he's got the half cape, the Sands of Justice half cape. So he's gonna like pin it to the half cape, like right by like his collarbone, and just give Locris a nod and maybe like the forearm manly handshake, and look over to Zario a little. All right, so yeah, I guess we're going to the non-hills.
Hey, Zeriota, tell your leaders if they demote you after we save the world, we'll come for them too. And I'll step through the portal.
The last thing
Yeah,
you see
Glader.
is his face, his kind of smile, revealing kind of his fanged-like teeth, even though he's in his elf form, as you kind of fade into the fire.
Yeah, Glader will just like nod at him and then follow Logus in.
Zeriota looks to Blade, to Locris, to Renwick. Anything you need before you depart?
Nope. Straight through with my little buddy in tow.
Oh yeah, your what was his name? Your zombie friend.
Can you provide any healing? Ouch.
Yeah, he gives your arm a squeeze and hits you with a lay on hands for 25 points.
Thanks. And yeah, Blade will pull out his double neck lute and start tuning it and walk through the portal and say, "See you on the other side."
All right then. So, as you guys make your way through, I think I got you all. As you guys make your way through this portal, the first thing you notice on the other side is smoke and ash immediately to the face. Like, it is hard to see, it is hard to breathe. You guys all begin, coughing and hacking up a lung, like immediately upon entry in this other plane. Go ahead and roll me some Constitution saving throws as you guys kind of look around, and all around you is like fire and ash. You see nothing but these like dark, jagged rocks kind of jut up from the earth in all directions. Some of these like mountainous formations have like pools of lava streaming down them, or they're billowing this black smoke into the air, and it feels like the whole atmosphere, like it is non-stop, choking black smoke and heat coming from the ground.
Is it a con save?
Con save, correct.
All right, everyone gets a +5. I'm assuming we walk through the portal, you're all within 10 feet of me.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Okay,
That's
Chris
a
passed.
12 con total for me with the +5.
Oof, okay. Renwick passed, Blade passed. Gladier, con save? Yeah, okay, with a 19. Okay, so Logos, unfortunately, this like the heat and the choking smoke is overwhelming to you, and it is something that persists while you're here, and you just can't seem to shake it. But you currently have one level of exhaustion, as you can't stop seeming to like cough, and your eyes burn from the smoke, and you're constantly coughing while you're in this environment, at least for the time being. But as you guys kind of look around, you are in the top layer of the Nine Hills. Active volcanoes off in the distance. You can feel tremors and hear earthquakes. You see lakes of magma and fire. You see, smoke bellows through the air from several locations. Occasionally, just one of the mountains blows their top, and it sends flaming rock in every direction. It's just being here is unpleasant. It is immediate sweat. You guys are all perspiring after only arriving seconds ago. Like, it is uncomfortably hot.
Grandma, I'm home. All right, so where the hell do we go?
Uh, it depends. What's our goal here? We have a we have a lot to do here.
Well,
Well, oh, go ahead.
they're all in the same place. We gotta find wherever the hell Neil Goth is and free your dad while smashing the last anchor while killing him here so that Renwick is no longer hated on for some damn reason.
Also, yeah, you got Logos's dad here somewhere, right?
Yeah, it's sort of the culmination of a number of factors, if I'm not mistaken. Although the situation with his dad's rather complicated, so I don't know. I guess I just look forward to having this demon off my back. Fucking
Well,
deck of many things.
if we kill the demon, we can smash the crystal, and that would free his dad from any contract bind because he owes his soul to the demon. So it's all three in one hit. We just got to find out where the hell he is.
As you guys are kind
Well,
of
shoot.
discussing this, everybody give me dexterity saving throws. A massive flaming meteor from a far off explosion of a volcano sails silently through the air and approaches quickly as it comes smashing down on the party. Everybody give me dexterity saving throws.
Still +5.
Dirty 20.
All right, 18, 26, 31, 23. Yep, it looks like the lot of you dove by. Renwick?
I got a 15. I'm sorry, 11.
11. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, not great.
I'm sorry, I missed the roll call. I stepped upstairs for a second.
Dex save for you as a volcano hurls a bit of molten rock through the sky in your general direction.
Oh, well, that's particularly convenient. How's the 25?
Okay. Everybody takes 25 points. Okay, so everybody passed. So I guess some of you take no points of damage, but it's 50 total damage.
Evasion.
25 if you pass, and less than that if you have evasion, I guess. So, but yeah, this rock of molten magma smashes near the party and just explodes. It sends lava and cooling bits of sharp rock in all directions around you guys. And and the earth begins to shake. Its loud rumble kind of makes it unstable where you guys are standing briefly, but everything kind of subsides after a moment.
I have the shield master feat that allows me to take
Looks
no
what?
damage on deck saves.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, Renwick just
Use
straight up
Drano
swan
on him?
dives out of the way, and you batter some back as it comes at you.
Oh, I didn't realize it was for sinks too. I thought it was just toilet bowl cleaner.
Yeah, I love it when y'all fucking have the
I thought
mic
that was
on
just
and y'all
toilet
don't
bowl cleaner.
realize
I
it.
used the last of the Drano the other day.
Hell yeah, dude, talking about toilet bowl cleaners.
I mean, I can go up and rinse it in 20.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah, rinse it, you dirty little girl.
Fucking scrub it.
You said 25 if we passed, right?
Yes, 25 of you passed.
Dude,
Did an
Lucas is-
11 pass?
No, sorry, DC was 15. Sorry,
Okay. So I take 50. Gotcha.
correct. It's more or less, go figure. Everyone dives out of the way last second as this meteorite ball of fire comes crashing down, and Gladier's just kind of caught staring at the ground, kicking his feet as he looks up last second to be clobbered by this meteorite. But as the steam kind of settles and Gladier dusts himself off from a strike from this cannonball-sized meteorite, how do you guys proceed?
Run for cover.
You can go ahead and give me a perception check.
Can I get
Logus,
in on
find us
that?
cover.
Lucas, it's with disadvantage, right? Because I'm exhausted and I'm fucking almost dead.
Yeah.
Perception, 23.
Okay. You, after kind of scanning the nearby area, this area is really inhospitable in general. The rocks are jagged and sharp. The mountains are steep, steep inclined and whatnot. But you do find where a pair of jagged rocks seem to have crossed over one another near this mountainside, and though it does not look like it would be a good permanent residence, it offers you a bit of shelter for now. It's kind of like a half cave, if you will. Just cut out into the edge of this mountainside, just enough to kind of block a bit of the weather and potentially any raining storm, fire and whatnot.
I pointed out and make for it. And just as a quick recap, my uh, dead buddy failed his deck save, so I grabbed the necklace and had to ditch him.
Oh, a member of the Sands of Justice was slain this day. So, after you grab the necklace, you make your way over to this cave, this little outcropping, safe for the time being from the general chaos of the environment. But, tell me how you guys proceed.
I think Glader sits down and let's see, how many potions do I want to use? Yeah, he's gonna fucking double fist another
Before you do that,
two
Gladiator,
greater healing.
wait. Can we say it's been a long ass day and maybe Blake could put up a mansion and we can regroup for a while?
That's a good point too.
I was gonna bring that up, but I wasn't sure how it was gonna affect or be down here.
I mean, the
Logus is
hut's like a
fuck.
liminal space, so I'm pretty sure you could still pull it off down here and it'd be fine. So, and
Like
theoretically,
Logus is
if
on.
time dilation works to where it's like, a long time down here is a short time back there, and theoretically that 8 hours kind of works in our favor.
I mean, I'm down. I can put a hut or a mansion if we want to get bougie.
Mansion.
Bougie,
Yeah,
please.
yeah. Right now the time difference works in our favor, so we might as well take advantage of it while we can.
We've been electrocuted. We've been acid spit on. Some of you just got hit with a meteor. We got knocked the hell out by a force bomb explosion. I want a feather bed.
Yeah, I
And
can use
yes,
that.
and 100 butlers. Okay, yeah. I think I will go ahead and do that then. And yeah, it takes me a minute, but I'll go ahead and kind of start maybe grabbing some soil and kind of or whatever gravel, whatever's on the ground, and just kind of like start like picking up and dropping it on the ground and trying to like form something.
While he's casting this spell, Locris will stand in front of him with his shield up to kind of block him.
Okay. And what spell are you casting there, Blade?
Magnificent mansion.
Okay, yeah. After but a moment, you manage to create this portal to your own private demiplane, if you will. A small door opens inside a large cave in hell somewhere.
And I'll be like, all right, everyone, inside. Go to your rooms.
Locris will go to his room and take a bath.
Renwick will do the same.
I want like all the butlers to be like giving them like little like spa packages as they're walking in.
Oh yeah, and there's a bunch of it. Like one hands you like the tiny soap, and then one hands you like the shampoo, and then another the tiny conditioner, and then another like the washcloth, and then another like the towel, and then a backup towel for whatever reason, and then the toiletry starts, and so on and so on. So you guys are
Maybe
just
some like
given a bunch of shit as you walk your way to your room.
some eye
Renwick
drops
just
for
slips
Renwick.
his, yeah. Renwick just slips into a robe and gets crowd surfed to the bath.
It's bubbly. It's the perfect temperature as you just slide into it. So
Yeah.
yeah, you guys will be able to attain a long rest here. Is there anything in particular you need to do prior to moving forward?
Can
I
Yes,
I
think. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Locris was just going to unattune from the uh, daggers and reattune to the Sun Blade.
Okay, nice.
I used my potion of commune, right? Do you all remember that? I think I did.
You did, yeah.
Yes,
I think so. Yes.
Okay. All right, then yeah, I did an update on my inventory sheet. I saw like I had one, and I was like, oh wait, I can use a potion of commune. But then I thought I remembered that I had already used it, so I just wanted to double check. All right, then in that case, Glader is also going to take a bath and just probably like lay on the floor like he just got hit with like a fucking meteor in the face, so he's just gonna kind of lay there and uh, reevaluate his life.
Before everyone retires, I would want to do a hero's feast for everyone.
Okay, perfect.
After bath time.
An inspiring leader for people who lost their 10 points.
Okay, yeah. Locris has yet another speech, and Logos has another meal. The butlers clap at the end of the speech, so you have like an audience, and they also act as like sous chefs for you while you're cooking Logos. They let you boss them around, and they'll chop your onions and fetch your veggies, etc., etc. So
Probably before we head out, can Blade just roll those dice that he just got to run his AC up a little?
sure, it only lasts 10 minutes,
Oh shit! That's right.
but you can roll them right
Did
now
forget.
if you want.
Nah, I'll hold them. As soon as I see something dangerous, I'll pull my dice out.
Okay, excellent. All right. As you guys find yourselves pampered and well rested, well fed, and taken care of, the time comes to go back into the hellish plains. So tell me how you guys proceed.
All right, while we're in the mansion, we'll kind of recon around dinner. What the hell is our plan? We know who we need to find. How do we go about it?
It begs the question, Renwick, does your demon friend have the ability to see where you're at all times? I mean, he seems to know your whereabouts. Mm, I would think that sneaking is out of the question then, no?
So I'd imagine that he's got eyes on me at any given time. And Renwick palms the coin in his hand and sort of tries to tap into the Kraken to see if, like, now that he's closer, maybe like it's not, I assume not quite a scry, but if he can get any like insight since we're kind of tracking this demon down, and the coin gives the Kraken the ability to see.
So are you doing it in the manor or in the nine hells?
I assume he would have done it in the manor before we step out into the nine hells. So, like, I guess if you want to retcon it, like maybe when he gets like crowd surfed into this warm bubble bath, since he tends to kind of commune with the Kraken when he's in bodies of water, maybe a la Cedric Diggory, he sort of soaks into the bath and looks for knowledge on the upcoming task.
Go ahead and give me an arcana check there, Renwick. I'm going to say with advantage.
All right, flat check, but advantage. That's a 2 and a 6.
You stare at this coin. You know of its importance. You know that your patron told you that this coin works both ways. He can kind of see you, but you can also kind of see him. So, like, it lets you track him in a sense. But you're not sure for the life of you how to do that. So, yeah, as you guys kind of, gather in the foyer, if you will, of this magnificent mansion, Still getting ready to depart. Tell me how you proceed.
When we were out there before we, got hit by the moon and then ran into a cave, did we see any sort of signs of any civilization? Like, assuming that there's demons and whatnot in the nine hells, they have to congregate somewhere. Was there any, like, did we see any sort of like buildings or structures or anything like that before we dipped?
I do believe I cast a scroll of legend lore on Naelagoth specifically, so I don't know if any of that would apply in this particular situation, but I feel like it's worth bringing up.
Or any research.
Uh, yeah, on most of those. Gladier, I'm gonna say give me a perception check.
Oh, perfect. Push me
Yeah,
luck, boys.
we'll see what you saw.
What is my perception? Where are we? Sorry, I actually closed out of the app. Perception is my passive perception is 11. Perception +1, but I have advantage because of my shield. That bad boy twice. That's a 14 on the first roll for a 15 with advantage. That's 18 on the second roll for a 19. That's probably my best perception roll of the campaign.
Nice. I'll say that before you ran to the cave, you noticed off in the distance some sort of like ruins. It was definitely like some sort of destroyed structure, not too far.
Okay, so not currently, as far as I can tell, being used, but at least some sort of structure.
Yeah,
Signs of life.
given the dark
Or past
sky
life.
and the fire and things, really it was just the silhouette of a broken structure. You're not sure much beyond that.
All right, so yeah, Glader would bring that up. Logus probably fucking saw it. I don't know. He probably heard the vibrations of the air off of the goddamn ruins and already knows the whole layout. But he would still
Oh,
bring that up.
you're talking about that building over there?
Approximately 500 square feet. Too bad, too bad.
It's got a pool, quite nice.
Yeah, so he would mention that. So I mean, at least at some point there was, there are signs of life. I mean, structure. So I mean, there has to be a civilization of some sort somewhere near here. I mean, if those are ruins now, they probably just ditched those and moved somewhere, hopefully close by. So I mean, we're probably at least somewhat within walking distance of some sort of population. And if we can find that, we can start asking questions. See if we can get a location.
You're gonna ask questions in the nine hells to demons and devils and stuff.
Uh, I mean, we can at least try. I don't know. I got no other ideas. I mean, I'm starting the ideas at a low bar. We can go nowhere but up from my idea.
Question, Sean. Since we took a long rest, did I fix that point of exhaustion?
Yeah, I will allow you to. It is actually just a re-roll, so you have to DC 15 con save. If you pass, you slept off the exhaustion. If not, it stays with you, just because of the harsh
go
environment.
hug.
The smoke
I'm gonna
burns your
hug
eyes.
Ladier for that +5.
Yeah, get close to Gladier for sure.
Let me get inside Gladier. That is 19.
Okay,
Whoa,
yeah.
dude, what? Thank God for that +5. I rolled a 14. Okay.
It took some adjusting, but you shallow your breathing and kind of squint your eyes so smoke doesn't sting them as bad. Hello, Chris. go ahead and roll me a history check, as you've done a lot of research on this area. And what did you ask me about the? What was the name of that spell, Renwick? Legend lore, or something? Like, what's the deets on that?
Yeah, legend lore. We had cast it a while back, if I'm not mistaken. But it basically gives me a shitload of information on a. Let's see. All right. So name or describe a person, place, or object. The spell brings to your mind a brief summary of the significant lore about the thing you named. The lore might consist of current tales, forgotten stories, or even secret lore that has never been widely known. If the thing you named isn't of legendary importance, you gain no information. The more, pardon me, the more information you already have about the thing, the more precise and detailed the information you receive is. The information you learn is accurate, but might be couched in a figurative language. For example, if you have a mysterious magical accent on hand, the spell might yield this information. Woe to the evildoer whose hand touches the axe, for even the haft slices the hand of the evil ones. Only a true child of stone and lover and beloved of Moradin may awaken the true powers of the axe. It's basically like um it's kind of like a weird Wikipedia spell for any person, place, or object.
Oh, okay, yeah. And yeah, you've already cast that in prior sessions, though, correct?
Agreed, yeah. I think I cast it a few sessions ago when we knew we'd be hunting Naelagoth. I was basically just looking for further information, so just I wanted to bring that up so that any relevant information is reiterated here before we attempt to hunt a fucking demon.
Got ya, got ya. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Okay, you guys, Locris kind of has acquired a handful of books over his ventures, and he's got a couple that talk about the Nine Hells specifically. Locris, with a 21, as you crack it open, you discover quite quickly Naologoth, as one of the many rulers and higher generals of Hell, is going to be residing in the ninth layer of Hell. The only portion of Hell you can teleport into from anywhere on any plane ever is the first layer of Hell. So, with a 21, you have deduced that this is in fact the first layer of Hell. And as you kind of peruse through these books, you find that there is an ancient river known as the River Styx, the River of Lost Souls, a river made of soul matter itself, and it flows throughout all of the nine hells. And typically, to go from one layer to the next, while the specifics seem to be different, interchanging, always kind of something different. The general how-to is the same, and that is follow the river Styx, and it will lead you down into the nine hells.
So we need to find a river. Maybe we'll get lucky and find a raft, but we gotta find a river or find an elevator because we're on the top floor and we gotta go down.
I have the that foldable boat.
Hell, maybe that'll work.
Holy shit. I never thought that would come full circle.
Foldable boat
How
returns.
convenient.
Yes.
You knew you bought it for a reason.
Yes, the time has come. We set sail in the nine hells.
That's amazing.
Not just a boat, like a yacht.
You could set
Yeah,
up the
isn't it like
mansion on the boat.
like a
It's like a boathouse,
yeah? Isn't it like a single masted small sloop essentially?
Yeah,
You can.
I think
It
the
has different
dimension said
forms.
30 feet or something. I think. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I can get big.
Yeah, no, that's a royal barge.
Fucking fantastic.
I don't want
Like
to. rain on anyone's parade, but I can make us fly, and we would move at 300 feet.
Now we're taking a boat.
And it does last for 8 hours.
Look off with your magic. I'm just kidding. That actually would also be a good idea, but I kind of like the idea of floating down the river Styx on a barge.
Having some drinks, be fucking balling.
Booze cruise.
Booze
Just
cruise,
being
live a
on the
night day.
water, it does raise the possibility of us being attacked instead of just flying.
Demons can fly too, probably.
So,
I don't know.
something tells me that there's probably souls or something in that water. It won't take kind to us being in there.
Riding on them.
But no, the sooner we get down there, the sooner we could get this crap over with. We got a king. We got a crown over here.
Well, maybe your spell. Is it the fly spell that you're talking about?
No, it's a wind walk.
Windwalk. Oh, is that the one that takes a full minute to? No, that's
Yeah,
That's
that's the one where it takes a
form.
minute, but we do appear as just like little clouds,
yeah.
not as people. So I mean, it would be more inconspicuous.
And so far, we are, as far as we know, still stealth. Like we don't know that anyone has seen us yet.
It's also very smoky, so I mean, being clouds would blend in.
Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea.
Seems safer than the boat as much as I
Yeah,
hate
as
doing
much
that.
as I love the booze cruise idea, it might be a safer bet to float along the volcanic smog as clouds.
And
You
then
pan
when we
over
can
and
no
see
longer,
Renwick just stuffing bottles of liquor back into the bag of holding.
well, we don't know that we'd get there in one session anyway. We might have to float down a river on a boat for a while. Also, we don't know how long it's going to take to get through 9 levels of hell.
True. Yeah.
I can cast it 3 times, so we have basically a full day's travel.
All right. Well, why don't we start off? Yeah, let's start off with the windwalk spell and see if we can uh, find this river, and then I just start fucking following it down. You might not even be able to. Yeah, because we might not be able to even go. I don't know how this fucking river shit works. We might have to actually be on the river to traverse it down to another level, or maybe we just fly down. So yeah, I think starting with that windwalk spell, being cautious, stealthing it, and just assessing the situation once we get to the river is probably the best idea.
Okay, so what are the parameters of this spell, Logos? Can you get the whole party, and what's the duration?
It takes a minute to cast. I can get up to 10 willing creatures, and the duration is for 8 hours. I'll put the language of the chat, of the spell in the chat.
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah. Right on. Okay, yeah. Tell me how you guys proceed.
Any objections before I start the spell? Are we all in agreement?
I'm down.
Has to go.
Yeah.
Logos will pull a candle out of his back and kind of sit down with it and take the full minute to cast the spell and have everyone stand around, and then you like see smoke from the candle kind of like wrap everyone around until everyone is just full like corporeal fucking clouds.
Sounds dope. So as the party is magically transformed into this gaseous form in the Nine Hells, now what's the plan? I'll say, Logos, you'd be the one probably. It was your spell, and you'd probably be the one kind of leading the charge. Go ahead and give me a survival check. We'll say with advantage as you kind of scour the nearby landscape as you and your party now become these cloud-like gases.
We are looking at a 29 total on that survival check.
Okay, perfect. So you notice that in this particular terrain there are these rugged, sharp mountains that are volcanoes. They are just pumping molten rock into the air, but also tons of this like thick black smoke. And as you kind of look around, the thick black smoke from what looks to be maybe dozens of volcanoes all seems to concentrate in one area, and this thick black smoke has like a inky look to it at some point, and it seems to be raining. It seems to be pouring this like what looks to be like black rain, and it's only in one centralized location. And as you're kind of flying about, you realize that whatever this smoke is, it is causing the like the head of the river Styx, and you guys make your way via flight towards this river. So as you get close, the river cuts through this rocky, hellish environment, but it's thick and it does not look like water. It is more akin to like a gravy consistency, and though it starts in these like black clouds that are raining this black liquid, the river itself kind of pulls from this like big black pool and immediately turns like burgundy, but it bubbles as if it is exceptionally hot. And as you guys near it, you see within, every once in a while, a disembodied hand will reach up from the water. The back of someone's head, as if maybe they are swimming intentionally. You see a foot maybe kick up and splash a little bit of this water here and there. But it is thick, it is murky, and it's almost as if you see souls or other entities, spirits, kind of either trapped in or traveling with this sort of liquid. You can tell just by looking at it. It is not safe. It reeks of evil. And Gladier, your paladin senses are just going mad bonkers right now. Like this is probably the strongest radiating source of evil you have ever encountered in any of your adventures, and it's coming from this river.
Yeah, guys, I do not like the feel of this. This river's.
You
I mean,
still
we've seen
keen
some
on a
dark
booze
shit.
cruise?
Yeah, no, not anymore. We've seen some dark shit, but this is something else.
So,
What's the move, guys? I'd rather not like to stay here for much longer than we have to.
So the goal is
Yeah,
to
we
find
told
the
her.
river. So I assume you guys are going to follow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the spell lasts for several hours. You guys make your way down this river as it kind of forms. It cuts and winds and bends and twists through this hellish landscape of jagged rock and volcanoes and earthquakes. And as you guys kind of safely glide, it seems to be headed towards this a central location, one of the larger of the mountains in the immediate vicinity. This river seems to be snaking its way towards. And as you guys approach, you see the river seems to go straight into the mountain. We'll say hovering in your mist-like forms. You get close and see in the side of this mountain is a massive like grate of these like large black type of rocks, this large black type of like concrete, some sort of foreign sort of like architecture, and it acts as if it is a sewer grate. While it runs a decent span down the side of the mountain, the entire river Styx seems to run into it, leaving only a brief, like a gap between the top and bottom that isn't guaranteed. You see the grate and it's sucking in the water at such a speed, but the water is so thick. Sometimes the water splashes up on the grate and covers the entire thing for a few moments. Like there is no way to get safely underneath this grate, even in a gaseous form. But as you guys pull up on to this like grate that is sucking in this river, it seems like a flat area nearby, and just towards just off of this kind of almost beachy area off of this river, there happened to be a massive set of large black double doors. I mean massive, 50 feet in height, and they look to be made of obsidian and covered with tons of glowing runes. And in front of this door is a massive battlefield. There are demons upon demons. There are like these what appear to be damned souls, these soldiers of these demons, these underlings, if you will, going at it, and it's just a huge war, a huge battle. You see, primarily it looks like two factions. You see a couple of demons that have like a blue tint to their skin, and you see a couple of demons that have like a red tint to their skin, and each team of demons seems to be commanding like waves of these undead question mark. It looks like humans from like the surface world, but they're pale, they're gaunt, they're like tortured or lost souls that are in the service of these demons. And yeah, just a massive battle taking forth in front of these doors, right where the river seems to end.
Would this area be significant enough that it might have appeared in one of my readings that I would know about it?
Yeah, go ahead and give me, we'll call it like a DC 10, but let's get a history check.
Natural 20 for a 24.
Okay, you would know that in order to get to the next level of the Nine Hells, there are several ways, and this happens to be one of them. These massive doors will only open when 10 soul coins are inserted into the front of it. It is like has a key that is essentially a giant circle, and there is a room, almost like those things you turn at the like pizza shop or the gas station to get like a bouncy ball or whatever. There are several of these dials that you can place a soul coin into, and you need 10 of them to open this door. Now, a soul coin, you would know, is how these demons seem to have a bunch of underlings. Well, it's almost like currency in the Nine Hells. These demons, each of them have coins on their person, and these tortured spirits are bound to the coin, and they ever regenerate and are ever bound to the will of whatever demon possesses them. So the demons use these coins to try to gain power and prestige and a foothold over one another, and that is kind of what you're watching in this massive battle between these demons and their underlings. Some of them appear to be undead, some of them appear to be dwarves, elves, dragonborn, etc. And so, yeah, it's all making manner of damned souls, if you will. But yeah, that's kind of what you're looking at, is this battle. And I think this is probably a good spot to put a bookmark in our tail, fellas.
Quick question, Sean. So, how big is the slot in which we're supposed to put these coins?
These coins are, I mean, it's roughly coin sized.
Question for you: being in gaseous forms, wouldn't theoretically we be able to fit through the holes?
Okay, I dropped a couple of pictures in the feed of the types of demons that are doing battle in front of the door. If you were in gaseous form and it was like a keyhole, you could potentially get through, but it seems like less of a hole and more of a mechanism. Like, in order to crank the mechanism and have it work, you need 10 soul coins.
Here. I was gonna try to womp your encounter here by just fucking floating through it.
That was a good instinct, though.
I'm going to drop another pic here. Okay, so you guys are kind of on the southern part of this picture, etc. So you can see the colors, or whatever. You're technically floating in like a gaseous form, so we don't have to worry about that. To the right is the river Styx as it goes into this grate that kind of stops you guys at these doors. And there's a huge battle kind of happening in front of you guys. And so yeah, I tried to color coordinate them. The green are the blue demons, the red are the red demons, and then the gray figurines are their like minions. They're like slaves, etc. They're bound souls. But yeah, it'll be fun food for thought for next time you have a predicament.
We join
real
the
quick,
Crips or the Bloods.
Well, he said we needed 10, right? And I'm seeing only 6 on either
There's
side.
12. Well, there's 12 demons, so fucking kill them all.
We're gonna have
Well,
to betray one
coins.
after we help them.
That's fine.
the demons. Kill them all.
That's fine. They're all dragons. How about that? Oh, you don't like it?
I mean, they're demons, though.
Anthony's got insensitivity. That's the only explanation.
Demons can
Because
have
they're in the
souls
shape of a
too.
dragonborn doesn't mean they're, current
If it looks
dragonborns.
like
They're
a
just
dragon and walks like a dragon, it might be a dragon.
Abishai are technically devils, not demons, for the record.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Fuck them then.
Never mind. We're good. Send it.
Have to get my actually moment in whenever you play D&D.
I can hear you adjusting your glasses right before you talk.
Well, good sesh, boys. To battle or not to battle? How will you guys find your way through this door? Who knows?
I don't know. We seem to have a trouble with doors and rivers and whatnot, so we'll probably be at this situation for like another 3 hours of in-game time.
Just
No, we
a
just
full session. Just a full sesh.
This is a violence is the answer.
We
Could
are the
be.
Hell
sons of
yeah,
justice.
guys.
We never take the quiet route.
We try to take the quiet route. We don't
Oh, no, I
succeed
mean-
at taking the quiet route.
We could alternatively like just dive down the drain and hope it leads where we want to go.
Right into the butthole of hell.
I figured it was either a huge battle of demons and their minions or silence, except for like a swaddled, crying baby. That would have got you guys.
Yeah, that crying baby did get me right in the middle of the fucking lake or whatever. And then I got, what was that, a giant frog or some shit?
I think it was lizard people
Mm.
or snake people or something, wasn't it?
It's either them or I think wasn't it the tribe? Weren't we trying to like save the baby and it turned out it was the frog hemoth or some shit
Yeah,
like that?
we killed the
Oh wait,
frog
no,
behemoth
this
and
was
then
in this was
Oh,
in the
it
this
was
was
the
in the chasm.
Wanti.
It was the
It was
Yuan-Ti,
the
yeah.
Wanti, and it was fucking snakes.
Yeah, it was a bag of snakes. But I think we did get what the crying baby and the frog hemoth. They were using that baby to sacrifice to
yeah,
the frog hemoth. We've been
yeah,
duped by
and
Or
then
babies
one of their
twice.
babies.
that's how we got our frog army. We killed the frog behemoth.
We should have called them, dude. They'd have been so useful here. Is it too late to go back and get our frog army?
I mean, they're still probably loyal to us, honestly.
They're probably skilled
I
killing
mean,
machines by
when we
now.
left, they considered us gods, so they're definitely still loyal. I mean, we left them kind of thinking we'd never see them again, and they came and saved us from the fucking fire giant stronghold. So we're definitely still on their good side.
Dude, that's so fucking funny.
All right, we're
Food for thought.
quick detour back to the regular plane. Get our frog army. Take them back to the Nine Hells. They're frogs. They can swim in the river. They'll be fine.
Yeah, they've been training for, combat. We can arm
Yeah.
them with some like secondary magic items we have floating around. Unleash the frog army on the Nine Hells.
So we
It's
can
a
scale the
literal
river
plague.
with frog.
A plague of frogs. Yeah.
Let's go biblical.
On Noah's Ark, the folding boat.
Oh, even better. See, it was just meant to be. Folding
Taking
boat,
over
frog
the
army, fighting
taking
the
All right,
all
Sean,
the
hells.
let's
nine hells,
retcon.
dude. With
We
the
went
frog
back
army.
to fucking Hordenshire and got our frog army.
Nope. You find out that this whole world's a bead of sweat on Cthulhu's ass. The end.
I'm gonna say, for sake of brevity, you could just hand wave that the frog army anticipated our needs and teleports in like in fucking Endgame.
No, they've been with us the whole time. They haven't left. They've just been like slinking behind in the shadows.
There's just a straw sticking out of the bag of holding they've been breathing through.
Just have like a bunch of Jim Henson's Muppets running around behind you guys now.
Doing the fucking goofy ass Kermit the Frog run. So food for thought before we get off. So I'm assuming next week is a no go due to our buddy here welcoming another baby into the world next Tuesday.
Oh,
I
yeah.
believe.
One can only assume.
We can. Yeah.
Dude, I have kids. I know that first day they sleep and poop, and your wife is gonna be out of it.
Oh, for sure. For sure. I'm thinking, yeah, 'cause what's today? The fucking 11th. So
Good
yeah,
chance.
next week. Good chance, but I mean, maybe not. She hasn't been like
You
having like crazy contractions yet, so like maybe I don't know.
I
It goes
would
quick though.
say we
why don't
can
we?
set up a campaign, and if not, we can always just do an RFS.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
plan on we'll play regardless and bank on a plan B. But if like the stars align and everybody's still available, then we go campaign.
Sounds good to
No,
me.
sounds good to me.
But one way or another, we'll plan to roll dice.
Heck
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm down for it. I haven't seen Call in
Oh, shit.
fucking months, dude. So I'd like to see what's been going on over there.
We've
Oh,
seen
the
him pretty
25th.
recently. He's doing all right. A bit of a puppet these days, but
Last I heard, it was
Guys,
like a ghost in a necklace or some shit that
I
Kai
have
can
some
call.
fun information for you guys. Um, so not next Wednesday, but the 25th is my defensive tactics test for the police academy. So
You get tased.
a part of that test, I have to get OC sprayed, which is basically like pepper spray but worse. So Wednesday night, I'm probably gonna be in some pain, but I will be there to play.
that's fine. You don't need your eyes to play. You've made it
Yeah,
through this whole campaign with the worst perception we've ever seen.
Thinking way
actually,
movie
you're right.
Glade here.
That
You'll be
suits.
playing as Gladiator for the night.
Yeah,
So
You might
You're
see
really
more.
just method acting the back end of this campaign, and I
yeah,
appreciate it.
exactly. Oh, but I'm so not excited for that day. It's gonna fucking suck.
We are. You better film it.
I'll tell
Oh
you
no, they
what,
do
man.
film it. Yeah,
When I was in the army,
They-
the NBC chamber absolutely sucked balls. The nuclear, biological, and chemical weapon chamber. They basically march you into a room after you've ran a bunch of maintenance on your like gas mask equipment, and march you into a room where they crack this mustard gas type of shit, and then just let it roll, and just to kind of prove to you like, hey, you put together your gas mask, you're not dying right now, you're in this terrible room. And then part of the other deal is that they tell you to remove your gear while you're still in the
Yep.
room, and it fucking
see what you're doing to everyone else.
Yep, it sucked, dude. I'm not gonna lie, it absolutely sucked. It was the worst like 5 minutes of my life, bro. But after about 20 minutes, I was all right. But yeah, dude, absolutely miserable for every second up until then.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's not gonna be fun because OC spray is oil based too. So
Yep.
like,
Bring milk.
yeah, milk, and they told us to bring Dawn dish soap to wash your face with.
Yep, that checks.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
gonna be a good time.
Yeah, man, I'm glad they do that for the police force, so you know how it feels
Oh
before
yeah,
you use
no,
it on somebody,
100%.
unlike a certain Gestapo.
Yeah, no,
Hey,
exactly. We have to
if
get.
they do I have to contact like Sanford directly to get videos of this, or like how does that
Oh no,
work?
I'll give you guys videos. I'm gonna get the video and I'll send it to you guys. I don't know when
I
they'll give it
expect.
to us, but they play it like during our graduation. Like it's like part of like a video montage that they do of our like whole academy because they take like pictures and videos throughout the entire academy. So getting we also have to get tased. So us getting OC sprayed and tased is also going to be a part of our little montage at
Can
graduation.
Can you do me a favor and treat it like you're like an influencer? You're like, hey guys, we're out here today with Sanford Police, and I'm gonna get fucking maced. Then like
This
it
is
just flashes
jackass.
over, and you're just like crying on the ground.
Yeah, my millennial ass went. I'm Alec Riccio. This is Jackass.
I mean, that was
or
my
you
first
could
thought, but I wasn't sure the
you could
vibe we
always
were
do
going
that
for.
record scratch, like do the post, like the aftermath first, and then record scratch. Yep, that's me. Do that fucking
That's
thing.
me. I'm sure you're
Yeah,
wondering how I got into this
yeah, you're
situation.
probably wondering how I got here.
Yeah, no, No,
That's gotta be.
I'm gonna be sharing those videos around because I'm gonna laugh at it later. Getting fucking sprayed in the face with OC and then shot with a taser. It's gonna be a good laugh later. In the moment, it's gonna fucking suck and I'm gonna hate my
Yeah,
life. But
absolutely.
later, I'm gonna laugh at it.
Yeah, that's the whole premise of Jackass.
Yeah, yeah. So I will definitely share those videos with you once I get them.
Oh, that'll be fun.
That will be good time.
For
All right,
us,
boys.
from a distance.
Yeah, for you guys.
Yeah. All right, guys, I gotta get out of here, man. Keep in touch. We'll do this
Yeah,
crazy
thanks.
thing again soon. All right.
Yeah, boys,
right,
take
Hey,
it
catch
guys,
y'all
easy.
see you
later.
later, fellas.
Have a good night.
All right, bye.